guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Patch 1.56 just dropped. Keyren is in the game, and today we're going to be looking at the Peaks of Time, the brand new Trials of God that came up, the Forest Edge. So I ran this a little bit ago. I want to show you the debuffs that I chose, and it is an absolute amazing artifact, the Carnage. As you can see, one of the big points is the attack speed. Attack frequency of normal attacks is increased by 1% for every 1 point a character has. Very, very powerful when it comes to the attack. And also, if they drop below 50%, you get a bonus haste. So looking at the trials that I recommend, when a hero enemy dies, the amount of damage dealt by surviving enemy heroes is increased by 100%, and it can stack 10 points. You cannot pass this one up. Second one, when an enemy's health is lower than 50%, damage received is reduced by 70%, which is okay. You'll do more than enough damage in this trial. Big change to this one: after 50 seconds of battle, the God of Death reaps the soul of the hero. This is changed from the 30%. So definitely, with it being now a time frame instead of it being a percent of health, pick this one up as well. At the start of battles, all allies fall asleep for 5 seconds, which this one is going to be combined with another one that we'll look at in just a moment. But definitely making sure you pick up this one. Final one is during battles, allied heroes lose 3% of their max health per second when affected by control abilities. If they're not affected by control abilities, they will not lose that 3%, which is very, very powerful. The one on the bottom in the normal trials, allied heroes with a lower signature item level of 15 receive 50% more damage. All of the heroes that I'm running have signature items above 15, so this buff or this trial is not even going to make a difference. The other two that I choose to hit are 36. Allied heroes receive 500% more damage the first 5 times combined they are attacked. So just a couple attacks for the first 5 times, just have to be able to live through it. Couple resets or a lot of resets to go ahead and get through there. And then the final one I do is during battles, frontline allied heroes receive 50% more damage. Frontline, I run 3 heroes in this combination. I either run Talene, or I run Saurus, or I run Rowan. Talene, if she dies, she will come back up. Saurus has the ability to heal himself with some of his abilities. Rowan has a damage mitigation factor built into him if he does take burst damage from those first 5 attacks from the trial. So let's go ahead and get into the adventure. So here we are, we'll get into the adventure. There's a couple teams you can use to this. This is the one that I go with. I run Talene with Rowan, very, very strong. Saurus in here seems to be a necessity. Very, very powerful, not only for the healing aspect, but he does a significant amount of damage. I have the twins in here to supercharge Saurus, and also I run Aziz in here to not only do the energy regeneration, but he also does provide the canceling of ults. It seems like overall through this Trial of God, it is a lot easier than some of the past ones. We've seen them crank up a lot of the difficulty on the past trials. This one, again, doesn't seem that very, very, very tough. Looking here, the first battle, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and look at the damage. Again, Saurus putting out just as much as Talene. That is the reason I have said from the beginning, 2 main focuses in AFK Arena. 1, building Saurus. 2, building the twins. Even if you have the twins lower, remember, my heroes are a lot stronger, but in turn, as you see, all of the enemy heroes have plus 30 signature items. They are very, very highly scaled to your power. So essentially, the stronger your account is, the stronger the enemies are going to be, just by default, to make this trial very, very strong or just challenging on the level with the debuffs you chose. Some of the other team comps that you can run in here, because remember, also these battles are continuous, meaning when I come into this battle, I retain the same energy and health that I had in the previous battle, so they are a continuous battle. Some of the other team comps that a lot of players run are, of course, the Eironn comp with Lyca and with Sophia. Very, very strong combination in here. With that combination, however, you do need Saurus to bring the healing aspect of it. Rowan would help in that team combination. Talene would help in that team combination. Those overall would be a very, very strong comp. You could also possibly look at adding Tassie in there for crowd control. I know Tassie with Saurus in here, very, very strong as well, the combination. One thing you do have to be careful with these is Eironn. Eironn is very, very burst. As you can see there, we just reset it. Iran pulled our heroes in, destroyed the hero with one single swing. That was all it took. We'll see the same thing with Wukong. Wukong several times will literally drop his, I think it's called the Golden Rod, but he will do his ability and he'll kill the team. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't know if it's something going on with it, but you'll see one shot, he kills the team, which I know the first attack does 500% more damage, which is where it comes from. But even looking there, Saurus doing an incredible amount of damage. Also, a lot of players do run the Arthur, Ainz, and Albedo combination with Rowan and Talene, again, for support. Just being very, very reliant on Ainz maximizing his damage. Ultimate ability, taking out the teams very, very fast, is another strong combination that players run in here. But overall, remember, this is more of an endgame artifact. You're talking chapter 31-60 to unlock this trial, so it is a significant endgame. Once you're starting in chapter 32, you've already went through a whole entire chapter of 2 teams, so majority of the players will have heroes built and will have a lot of the heroes that you see here completely built as well. The Mauler team, not really too much to worry about in this team, not a very, very difficult team. We got Rowan for the stuns up there. Saurus just absolutely holds the line, healing everybody. He's the primary healer in this combination, but you do have to have his plus 30 signature item. If you do not have that plus 30 signature item, the healing ability will not affect the team, pretty much negating all of his healing. So here we're running a lot of support. We have 4 of our 5 heroes are support classes like we've seen in the past. Talene doing a lot of damage on that one. But we've seen this with the twins. We've seen it with Mahira running multiple support heroes because they are strong enough to hold their own. There was the Golden Rod from Wukong, killed the twins with one single hit. This also, in addition, is RNG, guys. Make sure you have your finger on that pause button to reset if a hero goes down. I edited out all of the battles or all of the defeats that I had in here or all of the restarts. So essentially, in here, if one hero dies, just restart it. Just stop and restart it. You need the RNG to be in your favor because this specific trial has a lot of camps. There's a lot of combat in here, a lot of tough teams in here. And as you can see, I switch Rowan to the front in here. Rowan has damage mitigation. Talene, if she dies, she can come back to deal with Iran. Iran being burst, especially the first 5 hits, doing 500% more damage. Very, very tough to kill, making sure that you are bringing heroes that can survive Iran's burst damage, ultimately, which no better hero than Talene. Every single trial that we've done has included Talene in some capacity, in some fight. That's why we focus on building, again, the twins, Saurus, Talene, big priority when you're going through and building these heroes. Boom, we have Iran in the middle again, plus we have Banish. Dealing with Tassie is another difficult one. You really just kind of wait it out because she has the Slumber and she has the Banish, so double crowd control for her, which can be devastating to teams that don't have the damage mitigation that Aziz brings. So then the final 2 battles, these battles, wait until you see it. They're absolutely crazy. We have this top right, all Celestials. This battle took probably about 30 retries to get it down, guys. But Wukong with that Golden Rod drop. You have Orthos you're dealing with Talene. Very, very tough team to beat overall because they are strong. They get the full 5-piece or 5-set faction bonus, and you have Athalia, which on here, again, they are maxed out with plus 30 signature items. Wukong is a monster to try to kill. That's why it took so many attempts. I could get to this point, but heroes started getting reaped because we were at that time. So making sure that you, again, have your finger on that pause button. 13 million damage there from Talene. And the last one, guys, you guessed it, all Hypogean heroes. Very, very tough. Lucrita, you have to kill first. Lucrita Cheese will work here very, very strongly against you if you do not mitigate her very, very quick. I put Saurus on her with the twins. Boom, she went down right there. Again, making it very, very tough. If you do not kill her early, she will absolutely destroy your team. She needs to be the first one to die in here to finish these trials successfully. So guys, a couple of strong teams in there. Tailene doing a lot of damage, so that will complete the trial. Very, very cool to see. There is our 36-point trial, because remember, we wanted those pull coins. That is a lot of pull coins, and of course, the artifact fragments to level up the artifact. Those are the trials that we went with to hit our 36. Again, just took quite a few retries. Make sure that you have your finger on that pause button with the teams that you're running. Ainz, Albedo, Arthur is going to be the exact same. It is going to take a significant amount of time to get through here, so actually going through, pausing if a hero dies to go ahead and get the RNG on your side. So let's go ahead and we'll complete the trial here. I'm going to throw this artifact on Saurus. The reason is I want his attack speed higher. So we're going to go ahead and put the artifact on him. There it is, Carnage, which is nice because now we have multiple artifacts that we can use for warriors, and we're not running out of artifacts when we're building 5 teams. So very, very cool to see the new artifacts. Remember, save your resources, your artifact fragments that are not specific to the artifact you just earned, because we don't know. There's still 3 more artifacts that should be released relatively soon within the next couple patch updates. Once we deem what artifact is the strongest, you can go ahead and spend all of the fragments that you've been building up that are not specific to this artifact in general. But very, very cool to see that artifact built. Overall, it does have less attack than we see on the Chaos Bringer, but it brings a lot more attack speed, which I think will be beneficial looking at Saurus. I definitely want to see, there is the attack speed, guys. And remember, attack speed is different than haste because attack speed is normal attacks. Haste will increase a bunch of the speeds, but attack speed, the normal attacks will go faster. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very, very cool to see the new artifact. Super stoked to have it. And as always, thank you guys for watching.